everybody. It is Shirley Senn, and we are here at the 2026 CU 2.0 reception at the Governmental Affairs Conference. And, this is obviously a time not just to look at what we're doing in advocacy, but also what do we have that aligns with that mission of people helping people in the credit union movement. And we have so many partners and alignments and advocates that work with the credit union space, but I think it's really important that we also understand their visions and their critical missions in supporting us. So we have...
I'm James Savoldelli. I run a company called Pesto.
Yes. So tell us, James, you were telling me a little bit about what your vision was and kind of the history was before you got into the Pesto. So tell us a little bit about your vision and your why.
Yeah, absolutely. So our company's always been focused really on helping people. We started with a product that really provided very low interest rate credit cards based on the value of assets. So customers would start with sending us jewelry, and we would give them a credit card based on that to help get them out of a cycle of more expensive, shorter interest rate loans. From that, we were approached by a company that wanted to issue HELOCs on a credit card, and we learned all about the home equity space and the other sorts of assets we can put on a card. And credit unions provide the lowest interest rates possible for their members, and we really were aligned with that mission. We said, hey, can we increase the profitability of a credit union with a card which accesses HELOC equity, and can we then create the lowest possible interest rate for a member, for an American? And so there really was a natural alignment between what we were working on and the credit union space, and that's why we're here today.
So you personally, what was your vision in terms of approaching the credit union movement?
I was fascinated originally by the fact that there's really this whole, and I didn't know much about credit unions growing up, but credit unions we soon discovered are aligned with their members in a way that other types of lenders might not as be aligned with their customers.
Right.
And we'd always had really a mission first idea of helping people and helping provide the lowest interest rate products possible. And credit unions were naturally aligned with us, so it felt like a very good cultural fit.
So from a critical standpoint with a credit union using your particular fintech, it sounds like, obviously we have a lot of homeowners.
Yes.
But sometimes those homeowners have excessively high credit cards.
Yes.
So it's really giving them a critical opportunity to tap into that home equity to do things they may need to do that others are not allowing them to do.
Absolutely. And the sort of the first part that we say when we're discussing this with credit unions is this is not a separate credit card. We're not increasing the risk to the credit union. This isn't an unsecured card. This is a new way for their member to access their new or existing HELOC. And what that means is that the card doesn't carry its own interest rate. This interest rate is exactly what the HELOC interest rate is. So your average HELOC interest rate in the credit union space is between 7 and 8%. Whereas your average unsecured credit card from one of the major banks is over 24%. So for the member, it's really a stark difference.
Yeah. So I love your vision and the fact that especially when we're thinking about serving underserved and lower income populations, this really gives them an opportunity to really tap into and have that inclusive financial opportunities that maybe they can't with some other type of. We definitely want to keep them away from payday lenders.
Exactly.
And it sounds like your mission and your vision in alignment with that is to ensure that people have equitable access through credit. So that is so it's just something that is dear to a lot of our hearts when we think about the credit union movement. So I'm glad, and it's very exciting to see young people like yourself that are really wanting to align their missions and visions and passions with what the credit union system represents, which is people helping people. So thank you so much for that.
Thank you for having me on today, and it's been a real pleasure getting to know everyone that's in and around the credit union space.
Well, this is Pesto again. I'm Shirley Senn. We want to thank our sponsor, EFTG, and for everybody here that is at GAC. Remember, people helping people is our mission, our passion, our vision, and to make sure that we continue to advocate for those that are needing our financial inclusion opportunities.